Hi, I'm Haley. I'm going to be your Pilates instructor today.
Hi.
Is there anything I need to know about your body before we get started?
No.
All right, are you okay with tactile corrections?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So we're going to start out with ballet stretches. The barrel is already set up for you based off your height. So whenever you're ready, you're going to start by taking a deep inhale, fixing our good posture, shoulder blades going down our back. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to lift up your calf to go over the apex of the barrel. Beautiful job. So in this position, our pelvis and spine are going to remain in neutral. So our right calf is above the apex. We're going to lift the left arm up in extension. That bicep is going to be right by your ear. Take an inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, we're going to articulate our spine going over that extended leg. Try to get that knee completely straight by activating that quad. Beautiful job. We're going to breathe here for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2, and on 1. We're going to tuck that pelvis, articulate our spine up, with your head, neck, and shoulders being the last thing that come up. Beautiful job. Take an inhale to prepare. We're going to do this 2 more times. Exhale on over, with your head, neck, and shoulders being the last thing that land. All right, take an inhale here. And on that exhale, we're going to bring it all the way back up to that nice neutral spine, that upright position. Last one, take an inhale to prepare. And exhale it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Flexing over that knee, trying to get that knee completely straight. Take an inhale here. And on that exhale, bringing it all the way back up. Beautiful job. Safely get that calf off the apex of the barrel. Beautiful. You're going to face the center of the room. We're going to get into side bends today. So we're going to get into our side bend by having the feet crisscross on the bottom of the ladder. Yep. So that foot that is closer to me. Yep. Beautiful. We're all set. Our hip position, we are going to have our pelvis and spine in neutral as possible here, okay? Your hips are going to stay square. We're going to lift that right arm over, and we're going to get into some lateral flexion, just flexing over that hip. Take an inhale to prepare, and exhale over that hip. Beautiful job. Take an inhale to prepare, and we are flexing over the barrel. Beautiful job. And last one. Make sure we're breathing here, stacking our shoulders and keeping our hips square. Beautiful job. We can get off of the barrel, and we're going to get into our lean series. So we are going to start seated on the apex. So we want our hips to be right over the apex of the barrel. Our feet are going to be on the rung that allows our knees to be flexed at that 90 degrees. So yeah, I think that rung is going to be perfect for you. So I'm going to hand you the dowel. And again, we want to maintain that neutral pelvis here. So we are going to begin with our shoulders and wrist stacks. Bicep into the ears. Take an inhale here. And we are going to lean to the left first. So lean over that hip. Find that rotation. Oh, yep, rotate the torso, and then we are going to lean down. Take an inhale here. Exhale to come back up. Find that rotation first. Then bring it back up. Beautiful. Make sure we're going to keep our shoulder blades going down our back. Inhale to prepare. On that exhale, we're going to rotate the opposite direction. And then find that lean. That opposite hip will lift off the barrel. Take an inhale here. Exhale out of that rotation. Come back to that upright neutral spine. Beautiful job. Last one here. Find that rotation towards the front of the studio, and then find that lean, squeeze that core. That opposite hip comes off of the apex. Take an inhale here. Exhale to get out of that rotation. Facing the front or the back of the studio, back to neutral. Take a second here. We're going to add on to this. Our progression is going to be into cast a spell. So whenever you're holding that lean, holding that rotation over, it's going to be like a Harry Potter, which is perfect because the new show is coming out. So you're going to have it with your hand that is closest to the back of the studio, and you're just going to give it a little whirl, then bring it back to center and rotate again. So we're going to put it all together now. Wrists are above our shoulders. Take an inhale here. Exhale to find rotation, and then to find that lean, opposite hip lifts. This hand is going to release the down, twirl it around. Beautiful. Bring it back to that hand, and then find that rotation back. Both hips are on the apex. Beautiful job. We're going to rotate to the other side. Bring that lean, and then let go of that dowel. Give it a little twirl. Take an inhale here. Back. Beautiful. And then rotate towards the front. We're going to do that one more time. Find that rotation. Find that lean. The opposite hip lifts. Twirl that wand around. Then put it back in your hand and rotate towards the wall. Beautiful job. We are now going to set up for scissors. All right, so for scissors, we had to pull the barrel all the way in. So we are going to start by sitting on top of the apex. You're going to be facing me, and then I'm going to help you reach for the top rung, okay? So because of your height, we're going to reach to the inside of the rung. We're not going to reach to the outside. Beautiful. How is that? Are you comfortable? Mm-hmm. All right, perfect. So engaging that core, keeping that collarbone nice and open. We're going to bring the legs up into a V-sit. Beautiful job. And we are just getting into scissors. So, yep. Keeping those legs straight, activating through those quads.
There we go.
Perfect, yep. We want those hips to be on that apex. They're square. And then you're activating those quads, trying to get those knees completely straight. Beautiful. We are here for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1. Take a break here. We're going to progress here, getting into bicycle. So whenever you're ready, you're going to meet me back in that V. Really squeeze your core. Try to get those knees completely straight. So we're going to start by lowering the right leg. We're going to bend the right leg into tabletop while simultaneously moving the left leg down. Beautiful. Now, yep, like you're riding a bicycle. Beautiful job. Nice. We are here for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2. And on 1, you're going to take it the opposite direction. Beautiful job. We are here for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1. All right. Bring the legs down. All right. We are getting into our lower and lift. So we are going to start with our pelvis slightly in front of the apex of the barrel, and our hands are going to go on the 3rd rung. Beautiful job. So spine and pelvis are in neutral, and the entire body is going to be on this diagonal. All right, your head looks good. It's not too far up, scrunched into the ladder. All right, so activating those glutes, we can see that our spine is in neutral. So we are just lowering and lifting the legs. Beautiful. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. And we're here for 1. Beautiful job. Bring those legs back to center and slowly shimmy on out. You